All right, everybody, it's your boy Genius out here at the range today doing something a little bit different. I have a belt, as you can see here on the tailgate. Before we get started with the video, as always, want to make sure that everyone knows Jesus Christ as their Savior. If you did not know you needed a Savior, if you don't know why you may have needed a Savior, ask questions. You don't have to just take my word for it that you need a Savior. Ask questions. Ask me why you need a Savior. Allow me to share the good news of the gospel of Jesus Christ with you. You can reach out to me in the comment section, good, bad, or indifferent, or reach out to me at gsquaredtactical@gmail.com. Ask questions. Allow me to share the good news, as I said, of the gospel of Jesus Christ. Today is the day of salvation. Take care of that today. So, a friend of mine that works at a store that I often frequent wore or does wear this belt and has for years. Every day it's all he talked about was how awesome this belt was. His name is Keenan. I'll put a link up to his YouTube channel here in the corner of the screen, and you can check out his reviews on the belt. But I told the guys, I did reach out to them. They did not reach out to me. I told the guys that I do not take lightly making a recommendation to my viewers about a product, be that a gun, be that a holster, be that ammunition, whatever it might be, and that I would wear this for a lengthy amount of time before I could, or recommend it, or maybe not recommend it, but either way I would do the review. I wanted to do that for about 6 months. It's been about 4 months now, give or take a week or so. They reached out to me the other day wanting to know what I thought about the belt, and if I had gotten around to doing a review or what have you. So I thought I would go ahead and get it on the tailgate, because I do wear this belt every single day, and I have since they sent it to me. Now, as you can see here, I have my CG outside the waistband belt holster with my Glock 45 Koa. This is how it has been carried 80 to 85% of the time that I have used it. Now, on lightweight days when it's warm outside and I don't carry this way, I have just wore the belt, just, with nothing on it at all, okay? The problem that I've had with belts similar to this in the past is, several things actually. So let me take this out of here and lay it to the side over here. So, several issues that I've had with belts similar to this that have these locking mechanisms, okay? As you can see, it has these locking mechanisms along through here, and when you put it in, you can hear it clicking, okay? And you want to pull this little lever out right here when you have it on your body. I reach down with my left finger, I pull it forward, and it comes right out, okay? But my issue with belts like that is that those things do not hold up, okay? You squat down, you put weight on the belt, and they just don't hold up, okay? You find the spot where it clicks into place. It's your favorite spot on the belt that fits you the best. That spot wears out, okay? I've even had them before to squat down and just completely break, and so that's why I went with the 511 belt, and I have 2 or 3 of those 511 belts, but they don't last. They fray up pretty bad. They last. I shouldn't say that. They just fray up really bad. They tear up on the edges and things, and that typically happens in pretty quick fashion, okay? But then you have to loop it through and pull it tight, and it has Velcro. The Velcro gets trash in it, and it doesn't Velcro as well anymore. Or it just starts to work loose with time. The little teeth on the buckle just doesn't hold it as well. And so if you put some weight on the belt, you find yourself tightening it up throughout the day, okay? I hate that, right? And that's why I was intrigued by this belt. Now, one thing that I can say of a certainty is I'm typically depending on whether it's, later in the day when I swole up from eating a little bit, or if it's first thing in the morning, I'm at 1 or 2 of these slots, one or the other, okay? And there's no wear on those slots, okay? They have not tried to pull loose or anything like that. I'm typically right in that area there. Okay. Now, I'm not a strong man by any stretch of the imagination, and I hope I'm not blocking the camera, but you know, I'm pulling on that pretty tight. I don't have anything to stretch it or anything like that, but it is solid. It is absolutely solid. And at first I was kind of sketched out. I'm like, man, that feels like some hard plastic to me. Is that going to hold up? You know, that was my thought process at first. But, you know, after having used it now for about 4 months, I'm completely confident in that locking mechanism, okay? When it comes to you, this is a kind of a one size fits all, if you will. As you can see, I have cut this piece loose. And on this belt, when you receive it, it does not have the buckle in place. The buckle is not there, okay? And as you can see, 42, 43, 44, 45, and so on and so forth, all the way down to 54 here, okay? I've cut mine at, I'm a 36, 35, 36 waist size, and I cut mine to 40. I think they recommend cutting it about 2 or maybe 3 above your waist size. I like mine to be a little larger. That's why I liked this little piece that was with the belt here. And you slide this up on there. It can come off. You don't have to have it on there. So when it comes through and it's over here, I have something to latch the excess to, so it's not flopping around. So this little thing here is pretty cool. Also received a protective sleeve with it. I think you have to order that extra. Don't think that came with it. Also have a hanger, because of course there's no big holes here for you to put it on where I typically hang my belts at. So mine came, well, actually you have to order the hanger, the belt hanger separate as well. It's a closet hanger, but it's really cool. So it kind of has like these locking things here, 2 of them on the hanger, and you just kind of take this section here, the buckle, and you just pop it up into place, and it just hangs right up in the closet. Really cool little deal, right? So you get the belt. It looks like it's out to 54. That's where it came to. Obviously, as you can see, I cut mine at 41. Okay, I was a little bit sketched out about cutting it too short. I probably should have cut it at 39 or 40, but I cut mine at 41. Okay, and then you take the belt and you see these 2 screws here. It does come with an Allen wrench, and you see these 2 screws here. You back those screws out. You will lift this up right here. As you can see, there's teeth in there. You will lift that up right there. You will back out these 2 Allen screws, pull this buckle off. This buckle is not on here when you receive it, okay? And so you put it on there. After you cut it, you take your scissors, you cut it to size, okay? Cut it to the size you want. You take this buckle here, you slide it up on there, you tighten these two screws down, okay, and then you flap this over like this, and that holds it tight. It has not budged since it was on there, okay? Like I said, I have carried my C&G holster on here almost exclusively with my Glock 45 Koa, and as you can see here, there's a tiny little bit right here on the edge that's kind of, I mean, I don't even want to really bring it up. It's just where I run it in and out of here, and I run it in and out of the holders here on the holster. It's I don't want to call it frayed. I mean, you could tell that I've been putting it in and out of a holster is what I'm saying. But here where the holster sits and resides the majority of the time, there's no wear on this belt whatsoever. And now at first the belt was kind of difficult. I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna like this belt or not, because I couldn't get used, I couldn't find myself getting used to how to take the belt off. You know, had these couple of moments where I needed to use the restroom really fast. I had the salad shooter, if you will, and I was trying to get to the bathroom, and you know, it was a whole thing. You know what I'm saying? You've been there before. And I'm like, oh, I can't get this belt off. I can't get this belt off. And then when that thing's in place, it's in place. But as with anything, with time, you get used to it. Again, You just simply have to push it just a little bit this direction to unlatch it a little bit, if you will, in progression to the next latch, and you lift up. Typically what I do is I push it over like this, push it over, right? And then when I push it over and it kind of releases a little bit, you pull up on this little button here, you pull up and it comes right out. Okay, so once you learn it, it becomes a pretty quick thing. The belt is extremely stiff. Okay, it is extremely well made. Okay, so you know, it's at first, until again you get used to it, you are going to struggle, as I did, to get the belt through these loops on your holster if you carry this way. Now, if you're an appendix carry outside the waistband kind of person, I don't guess that's really going to matter or affect you. Okay, this is the X Series buckle Coyote tactical nylon belt, 1.5 inch, as I've already said. It does come with the tip keeper hex wrench and the set screws. It says on their website that reinforced everyday carry belts are the most adjustable, supportive, comfortable belt you will ever wear. They provide a precise, secure fit so you can get a smooth, fast draw every time. Tactical belts are 2 times as stiff as our leather EDC belts. I can definitely back that up. They are very stiff. But again, with it being that stiff, I can agree with their claim that it is comfortable. Now you know that you're wearing a different belt than you are the 511. The 511 is a little softer. You know, you can bend it easier when you grab onto it like this here. You can bend the belt. You could fold the belt over. You can barely fold that at all. I mean, that is a stiff belt. So here's the thing about it. I'm gonna keep wearing it. I love the belt. It's became my favorite belt. And yes, I absolutely can highly recommend the belt. I will put a link in the corner of the screen here to go over and I think they have tactical bags. I think they have other items over there for sale too. Looks like sunglasses, wallets, maybe hats, watches. Looks like they have a plethora of items over there for sale. I did not even know about most of these things. I thought it was just mostly belts and backpacks, but it looks as though they have a lot of other gear over there, and I am completely satisfied with this product. You can use my discount code G210 to save 10% at checkout. And again, I don't do this often, so it's difficult for me to do videos like this, but I hope that it was informative. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you can see the pictures well enough, and everything is up to your standards. If not, I'm sure you'll let me know about it in the comment section. Thanks so much for watching. As always, hit the thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe. Support us on the platforms that we have available: Patreon, G2tactical.com. And if you can't support us monetarily, subscription and that thumbs up and sharing is support enough. Thanks again so much for watching. And as always, to God only be the glory.